The first day in Africa for the 30 Microsoft leaders is spent finding a context for the business challenges they'll tackle during the week.
What we're trying to do is give people who are on this programme an opportunity to interact with parts of the real Africa. They're not going to be here for very long, but what we do want to do is make sure that they get some exposure that's sort of away from the hotels, away from the airports, that's involved in the local communities.
It's shocking, but kind of feel a bit humble after going through it. Not sure what else to say, just can't take it in.
High five! High five!
I think I was also surprised at just what they did have, and in terms of technology and the advertisement for the mobile phones, and just seeing those happy school children.
Kids are so happy to see you. I mean, just like even being here, you know they're enjoying it, so you feel very privileged to come and spend some time with them.
In the Mukuru slums, they visit the Partnership for an HIV-Free Generation, the central youth HIV prevention program of the US President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, known as PEPFAR. It's a public, private and community partnership supporting the Kenyan government's goal of reducing the incidence of HIV by 50% among the young, leading to a generation free from HIV. After the Mukuru slums, the group leaves Nairobi, travelling through the vast Rift Valley to the Garden of Kenya, Naivasha. Kenya is the largest supplier of cut flowers to Europe, and the industry employs over 150,000 people. The Microsoft leaders work with 7 strategic partner organisations, including IT solution providers, non-profit organisations and United Nations agencies. All of these partners are doing work to benefit the development of Africa and ultimately support Microsoft's strategy in the region. So, together with the partners, Microsoft's goal is to ensure that ICT supports and accelerates progress towards the United Nations Millennium Development Goals and sustainable development across Africa.
Our challenge is one of economic opportunities for young people in Kenya and young people throughout Africa generally. The youth themselves have identified the lack of economic opportunities as a factor in their risk for HIV within Kenya.
I'm here to support your learning and to help make the team be as effective as possible in solving the problem.
We've got these public-private partnerships with these accounts, and we're trying to bring those to a new level. And this level of engagement has changed the dynamic of the partnerships in a very, very positive way.
Action learning is the opportunity to bring learning and action together to make it really meaningful.
And I was struck then how challenging it is in the beginning as a Microsoft employee not to problem solve and to be forced to ask question after question.
The first question that we start with is, can you have any great action without learning? No. Can you have any great learning without reflection? No. Can you have great reflection without a question? No. And so ultimately, to get to better actions, transformational actions, you need to begin with questions.
Information that people might have about things that have been done in other places that we can draw on.
So over the last 24 hours, we've been brainstorming some ideas to create those economic opportunities. The first is creating sustainable power for the community using solar energy. Secondly, to refurbish PCs and train the community in ICT skills. And the third is creating local community projects such as recycling and waste management that will improve the infrastructure and create businesses for the community in their own right.
You know, I've seen 3 or 4 fundamental changes in the partners. I think, you know, we've got 2 commercial groups, companies here. They're changing their business plans.
Getting our top talent to try and think how our technology and our people can make a tangible difference in people's lives was just incredible.
For our UN partners, they've changed their perspective of Microsoft, and they've changed the way they're doing things.
I feel energized because I feel that, for starters, that a lot of people share our commitment and passion for the work that we do.
I've been able to, I hope, open my mind to A, understanding the complete problem, and B, being more open-minded in developing the solution.
I think in the end everybody would now say they see the value and they would believe in supporting the process.
The opportunity to interact and engage with people with such a vast range of expertise was really beneficial to the program and to the goals and objectives that HIV-free generation has set for ourselves.
It's the end of the intensive 3-day workshop experience, but the work will continue. Returning to their offices, Microsoft leaders will work remotely with their partners using technology to deliver on their commitments.
So what we hope we'll have done in this 4 to 5 week period is gone from a problem statement to 3 very clearly defined, scoped and analysed opportunities and ideas.
4 weeks on, and technology again connects Africa with the rest of the world.
What would you say, what you'd like to accomplish during this hour?
In a relatively short time together, both on calls and actually elapsed time, we've achieved a great deal, and it's been very enjoyable.
In a 90-minute conference call, the second in a month, the Microsoft leaders and their African partners complete 3 concept papers which will start to bring the economic solutions needed to create an HIV-free generation in Kenya.